Warpugs, it's time to go over your medical benefits. And what better person to display our medical benefits to us than the Volgun? Today we're going to be checking out something called Medical Seminars, the SCP Foundation tale. This is requested by Hose637, and I can't read. And this was requested almost over 11 months ago. It shows how much math I can do. Warpugs, I am sorry I do not get to a lot of requests in a timely fashion. It is just very, very difficult. And the past couple of weeks, I have been feeling off. It's been getting sick after sick after sick. I just don't understand it. Like, I was getting over something that, like, I thought I was getting over something on Monday. Here it is, and it's like, what, Wednesday? I'm back at it again. It's just not a good sensation. But this is for the medical seminar. And the person who asked for this said that I like this one because it gives the medical personnel side of the Foundation and how much this and the D-Class personnel's life is like. So this is going to get... I've always liked the Volgun's SCP tales. I always have. And, I find no reason that this one's going to be any different. So let's get into it. Be sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment on this video. I hope to be feeling better soon. Join me tomorrow for part 3 of Mort by the Theorizer. It's going to be a lot of learning, guys. Here we go.
So, you've all been selected to be doctors for the Foundation.
Hooray!
Heads of your fields and all that.
Yay!
Well, I'm here to tell you that none of that matters.
Oh, that sucks.
Here, you're just one of the rest. We have over 974 doctors among the primary sites alone.
Lovely.
Why so many? They're necessary.
Yeah.
The Foundation racks up a body count like it's going out of style. And it's your job to get that number as close to 0 as you can.
Hooray!
While not getting yourself wiped off this rock.
The Foundation does rack up quite the body count.
My name, Dr. Christopher Zardian, MD. Yes, I know you've all got your MDs, and probably a few PhDs. You're all world-renowned surgeons and pathologists, etc. I don't care. Neither do your superiors. You're here to do a job.
There you go.
And to be honest, it's gonna suck. The good news, the forefront of medicine, it's here. Right here. This is the place where you'll work on super viruses, strains of staphylococcus that would make your head explode, and viruses and bacteria which you'd never heard before. We work with technologies and methods of treatment that are deemed too dangerous and too experimental.
Hooray!
If you think
Where's House?
you can't handle that, I suggest you leave. Now. What? Hey, what are you doing? Sit back down. It was a joke. This isn't voluntary. Anyway. What you'll see here is gonna make or break you, in some cases, quite literally. Now, I know you're probably wondering what I'm getting at, but if I told you, in some cases, you'd risk exposure right there. I've been working here for less than 5 years, and I've seen pathologies that would make you shudder to think of it happening to you, or even any other human being. That being said, it's going to be your job to log all of what you see, so that it doesn't happen to your teams. And your friends in the containment division, believe me, they'll be your friends. You'll certainly have to patch them up enough. Yes, Doctor. Of course you're expected to keep accurate records. You see this? This is a standard case file for a D-Class that the research staff were exposing to one type of virus. You'll notice it's over 80 pages long. That's from one experiment. We perform hundreds in a given month. It should be noted that the paper copies are only kept for experiments that are deemed too vital to be left to electronic storage. So, you write up this extremely meticulous log, and you might be given a one-time mention about the results in a distilled format on the database.
Wow.
Sucks, but it's what happens. It's your job, and you don't get to call out. The D class. You're gonna feel bad for the D class. You really are.
Yeah.
They're all terrible people, but they're still people. You'll patch up spine snappings and the lacerations of the throat. You'll remove rock candy from mucous membranes and send them back to have it done to them again. This is horrifying, yes? No, it's your job now.
Lovely.
The Foundation runs on whether we like it to or not. We are the ones who keep it on its feet. Not the researchers, not even the containment staff. We do. Without us, everything would pretty much go to hell around here. We have in containment right now several viruses that, if released onto the world, wouldn't be an epidemic situation. It would be a pandemic, guaranteed.
Oof.
I'm sure some of the pathologists here would be assigned to the researching team and developing countermeasures. Of course, it goes without saying that all these procedures you learned back in med school about cleanliness and disinfecting go double while you're here. No, some of those won't work either. So you'll have to follow the containment procedures for the specific object you're working with. Best case scenario for you will be working in actual medical, severe lacerations, or bullet wounds. Hopefully it's only physical trauma. God help you if something infectious gets into your lab. Some of you might even be assigned to the site resident shifts and get it easy. Keep in mind, researchers aren't as scrupulous about disinfecting after experiments as we are. You'd be amazed what passes under your microscope. Maybe if you get a little less lucky, you'll deal with someone whose arm spontaneously exploded. Then you'll have to report what exactly the patient is going through, secondary symptoms, etc. If you're assigned in a research capacity rather than called in to treat the injury, your first job is to report anything that's off or anomalous about the trauma.
Okay.
That's your job now. The patient comes second. If you're kind of lucky, you'll deal with someone whose blood is boiling out of his eyes as you speak to him. These are standard cases of known SCPs. These aren't fabrications to scare you. What if you're not lucky? You become a patient, doctor. Something gets out, gets inside of you, and we study you.
Yay!
Look, let me give you two major pieces of advice. One, we're here to treat, to heal, and do as we're told. Sometimes that might involve breaking the Hippocratic Oath.
Yeah.
Oh, sit down. I know, first do no harm. This, however, is the foundation. If anything gets out, it's more than the patient who will suffer. Remember, we're responsible for the lives of countless thousands. If one has to suffer for it, they will. Besides, if you don't do as you're told, you'll probably end up in the front of an inquiry. Number two, if a patient is violent or carrying something, don't try to contain it yourself. Call a containment team immediately. Don't risk your own life. We have precious few doctors now. And believe it or not, training a doctor takes more resources than the Foundation is generally willing to expend without a damn good reason.
Unless it's basically finding more D-class to throw into the meat grinder.
For those of you who thought joining the Foundation turned you into Dr. House or James Bond, think again. You're here to do a job. Keep that in mind at all times. For those of you who work outside of medical, assisting in the field, keep your heads down. Yeah, you with the Bill Nye bow tie. Of course you'll be in danger. Have you not been listening? You could get shot at, exposed to a mimetic hazard, anything. The idea is to keep your head down, follow the instructions of the field agents, and try and come back in one piece. Yeah, you with the... Is that a top hat? Why in the hell are you wearing a top hat? Never mind. You're all dismissed. Try not to get yourselves maimed on the first week. I don't want to see any of you in the medical bay, okay?
Strangely enough, I can see how that is the medical briefing. Sounds like a military briefing, to be honest with you. Really, really does. Don't do anything stupid to get yourself hurt. Rule number 1, don't do anything ridiculous to get yourself hurt. Warpugs, I love SCP. I love the Volgun. It's always nice to hear where somebody started out from. It's always nice to see where they've gone to since then. And we've listened to a lot of the Volgun. Sorry. The more recent stuff, especially the last one that I know that he did, which was the second part of I Do Not Recognize the Bodies in the Water, which was downright creepy. It was downright creepy. But God, he does such a good job with these that I have no, like, I just wish that I just hope that one day I'll be back to doing stuff like this for myself. I have run into kind of a creative snag when it comes to my own lore channel, and I'm hoping to be over that soon. I really am, because I do miss making lore videos and things of that nature. But I hit a wall. I hit a wall hard. Here's hoping that gets over soon. More pugs. Check the links down below for all the Volgun Links. Check down below for my links as well.